Hello everyone, I am Vikas Malviya from Singapore Management University, and this paper titled Automated Fine Grade Permission Control for Android Apps. It is about an approach which enables user to decide whether to refuse or allow an app permission. It is the basic right of a user to know how the permissions are being used within the scope of the app, and to refuse if the granted permissions are being used for the activities other than the specified use. So this paper proposes an approach and a vision to automatically model the permission which are necessary for Android apps from the user's perspective, and assisting user in deciding whether to accept it or not. The problem description is twofold. First, do you allow, first question, whenever you need to install, whenever we install an app, there is a first question, whether to allow the app to access your private data. So whenever such question comes, it puts a burden only on the user to decide. And in most cases, users are not aware what is the implication of allowing application to use this permission. So in such cases, they allow all the permissions whatever asked by the use of app, and it has some malicious effects. Now second thing is, nobody can trust the reputation of app developers, because there are cases we have already seen that Facebook, Google or Apple, anybody, any app developer, any reputed app developer tries to steal the data without the user's knowledge. So you cannot trust them. These two things means reputation of the app developer. So what is the objective? So our objective is to provide user the capability, assist the user so that he can decide whether to allow this app, this permission on the app or not. So now what we are going to do, we are going to build up the capabilities that will enable an automated, fine-grained and customizable permission control, and which will be aligned with the user's perception of the app's functionality, which are perceivable from the user interface. So this is the total idea. Now the thing is, it will promote a privacy ecosystem which will keep user aware while reducing the burden on users, and pushes the app developers to improve the privacy protection of the apps. How we are going to, so we are intended to develop a model which will automatically infer the permission needs according to the extracted elements and the context of app's UI related to the functionality visible by the user. Second aspect is, this model should be able to automatically determine the permission actually used by the apps using the code and the functionalities enabled by the permissions, and it should be able to find the discrepancies between the user perceived functionality and the permission used, and the actual functionality and the actual permission used by the apps. Now third thing is, this model should be able to dynamically monitor and detect the permission discrepancies using again UI and code traces at the runtime. So this is the total solution aspect, and our approach is like this. Each Android application contains two things: user interface and the source codes. So our whole approach is divided into two steps. First step is about training and creating a permission model, and second is using in the real-time environment. So this first stage is divided into three aspects. First is dynamic analysis, second we are going to collect user perception also, and third is static analysis. So dynamic analysis will be performed on the whole Android application, which includes user interfaces and source code both. So it will collect a screenshot, code traces of the app, and second aspect is user perception curation. So here we are going to perform we performed a study, manual study, means by the users, and this user perception again will be collected. Third is static analysis. So static analysis is being done by the tools statically, means on the source codes of the application, and a code graphs, different code graphs are getting generated. So this whole three aspects will be the input, create the input for a deep learning model. This deep learning model will take all the input from these three stages, and it will generate permission labels according to these three things, and this will be used to train our permission control model. And finally, this is the second stage. Here there is a dynamic permission manager which will not only monitor the app users according to this permission control model, and similarly it will warn the user about the misuse or the discrepancies in the permission use of this app. So I will now explain all these three stages, all these three aspects one by one. First is user perception curation. So this study was conducted to know how well each UI element is going to express its intent to use certain permissions, which user can understand by seeing the graphical user environment. So this study was conducted with 102 participants, each one have working with the 20 Singapore Smart Nations apps. Questions will be designed in such a way that it will be a collection of different types of questions. 144 yes no type questions, 30 multi-selection question, and 17 UI design preferences question. Total there are 102 participants were there. So 14 was having a knowledge with Android experience only, 14 with only iPhone experience, and 74 users were with the experience of both the platforms. And the results will be like this. So we have collected the result. We provided a definition. Actually there is a word here, good UI. So good UI means a UI is considered good if it is able to if a user is able to find the permission use according to the UI. It means he can see what are the contents of UI and what will be the functionality, and accordingly that will be the permission. So there are different things we have set according to this, means for good UI. So we have set it, if user is able to identify 70% of functionality, then we have found that 100 good GUI will be found, were found, and 44 malware apps whose screenshots or their UI were poor one. Dynamic analysis is conducted with a tool. We have used the references there. We have used this platform, and this is done with the dynamic analysis. Screenshots and code traces were collected, and accordingly embedding and text and image embedding of this thing was done. Similarly, parallelly, we also collected user perceptions and this dynamic analysis, and both are given to our deep learning model in a form of feature vector. As you can see, image and text embedding is involved, which is going to provide us a permission label. These permission labels are again used with our dynamic permission manager. Now the third aspect is this static analysis. So static analysis is done with basically our source codes. Code graphs are generated with Suite framework, and then graph embedding is done. Again, this graph embedding and the embedded vectors are given to supervised learning classifiers, and the classification result are like this. So first we have considered label 0 means legitimate app, label 1 is illegitimate app. So we are getting an average of 0.91 recall and 91 for precision and 90% for F1, 90 for F1 score. With all these three aspects, now our dynamic permission manager is created. So here the Android framework means the unrooted Android framework means Android apps are used, and on top of our virtualization framework is there. on top of this virtualized framework, we run our virtualized apps. So this whole framework provide hooks to different APIs, and this API takes uses our permission control manager, and accordingly it decides whether to allow this permission or not, or there is a misuse. So initial results are with us, and the initial results are good enough to continue the work. So this whole work can be developed as a gatekeeper for application stores, where application can be judged, application can be tested for potential permission misuses. It can be used as a app analyzer and can be shipped as the mobile system whenever the user is going to use them. And similarly, there can be used as a stand-alone app on a user device to detect, report, or the block anomalies. Challenges which are still we are facing, and we are trying to overcome them. We are trying to overcome the limitation of virtual expose framework, which we have used in our dynamic permission manager. So it has some very problematic, some limitations, so it cannot work with many apps. Similarly, reduce the need, since user experiments or user perception study is involved. So we are again working for reducing the manually labeled user perceptions for this. And these are the references which are used in this presentation. And now stage is open for the question, and if you want further information, these are the email IDs for contacting us. And thank you very much. Thanks for your patience for